Welcome back to Taversham Builders. We're going to do some more Shadow Empire here. The war was heating up last time. We have a pretty flimsy front down here with yellow. We have some very, very endangered territory from them, and the war marches on. We were getting very close to a loss where they were approaching 50% victory score. You need 50% and you need to be 25% ahead of the person behind you. And he was at 47.2 or something like that. We have taken a good bite out of him and told him what we think about that. We've captured a couple cities, most of which are pretty decent, one of which is pretty garbo. We know of another city right here. We know of another city here. And I believe his capital is right here. So we are making progress, but he is ahead of us in tech. From what we've seen, his guys are running around with gloss weapons and combat armor. We are researching combat armor. We do not have gloss weapons. So a little concerned about that. Our saving grace is all of his forces seem like they must be in the northwest. He has a recent conquest over there. So hopefully we'll be able to just steamroll him and keep our momentum going and not let him build up. As you can see here, free roads are free roads. You can see what the AI is having fun playing with those. But now that I look at this, I probably should make a paved road that goes here. We, again, are getting people garrisoned. This unit is going to kind of defend our southern border. Right now, they're going to try to help close down this absolute crapper little city that they had built. And we're working on that. Can I move you? No. I think we're pretty much done on this turn. We did have something start coming in here and taking territory from us, so we are starting to redeploy a couple troops. I would really prefer to, in fact, we might even try to do that, right? Oh, we don't have PP. I think we're going to try to get like a motorized unit here, I think is what I'm going to send. Barring the sand dunes, this is pretty good terrain for them, so they should do pretty well. Motorcycles would have also done decently. Again, very flimsy here, and we did have a yellow unit that came over. We did destroy it, but who knows what's over here? We do not. Moving up this way, again, very, very big hole in our defenses. All it's going to take is a raider to come up here and cut the railroad, and we are in big trouble. So that is a pretty big danger. Over here, we are trying to corral the stupid spiders to take this metal mine for us. They are not cooperating in the slightest, unfortunately. We have manned the entire blue border. Not well, but it is manned. So at least they would have to fight us. There's no free lunch to get in here. Emerald City is Emerald City. In the north, we have Teat Big, and Teat Big is getting big. Slowly but surely. We are level 2 city now. We have 2 level 2 metal mines. Probably need to hook up these ruins relatively soon. We have some other things up here. They're pretty far away. I'm a little reluctant to hook those up at the moment, but we'll see about that. That may happen. We continue to expand here in the northwest. We will be, in fact, look at that. Look at that. We will be finishing that up right now. And then this unit is gonna try to take at least this little section and post up here for the time being. We have peace with the shrimpmen. There's another major right here that we're going to try to be a little friendly with. They're at war with yellow also, and I just kind of want to have them keep yellow busy while I gut them. So we'll probably just post up here with this unit, leaving a little bit of a danger zone here with the shrimpy boys, but they've been relatively tame, although we've had a few problems. Moving down here, we did find out last time. I thought the water purification did something different, obviously, because I have never actually stopped to look at this building. It claimed we were going to get 1,000 water. Well, we definitely didn't get 1,000 water. I'll say that. We got 379 with our tier 1. But that is still better than what we were getting by the air. So we replaced that. We also are going to continue to expand our ice mines. We are in the positive, so I'm not super worried about that. Although, you know, your mileage may vary on that. I think that's the main gist. I did have a couple things that people mentioned in the comments. One was they said they thought that we were losing population due to having the slaver here, and that is correct. Pop decreased by 100 during slave trader in Wasteland Mile. So We spent a few turns and we were buying pop like super duper heavy. I think we're gonna try to buy pop and then get rid of them next turn. I thought you only lost pop when the event was popping, but that is not the case. There is just a slow drain, and we do not like that, so we're gonna get rid of that. The other request was someone wanted to see what kind of some of these special areas were on the map, so I figured we'd just do a quick overview of all the ones that we own. So starting in the north here, we have the Gray Line Mercs. These give us 300 recruits a turn. We have New Camp. This one is giving us, I believe these are 200 settlers. No, just 200 population per turn from that one. We have an auto factory here, and we have a computing node down here. So computing node is some extra research. Auto factory is production. In the north, I don't think we have anything special. In the west, we have this derelict device. This is a crashed ship, and it is giving us an extra bit of research. Over here, we have an android cave. This one gives governor XP, which is kind of cool. And up here, we have a collector's cave. This just gives us one machinery. Man, if we had started the game with this, oof, if we had started. Here we go. Here's one of our hidden villages, giving us 200 colonists per turn. Very, very nice. We have a monastery down here. Monastery is giving us extra research. Those are just really nice to have. Another independent lab, again, extra. This one looks like it's BP. No, research points on this one. Heading south, we have another free folk cave, giving us more colonists. I'm not actually recruiting. I don't think I'm recruiting any actual colonists. I might need to audit that. I think all those are coming from places we own. We have another auto forge down here with a degraded tiny. We have a viewpoint. The viewpoint here gives us 1 zone loyalty per turn. That's actually pretty powerful. Loyalty really helps soften some of those blows. Down here in Easy Town, we have a luxury brothel. That gives us 2 extra morale growth for any units that are in the same zone. So there you go. Enjoying that R&R, I suppose. And then down south, we have just grabbed a second luxury brothel. I'm on to you, yellow. We have a refugee camp. This one is giving us 200 extra population. Those are going to be going, they were going into here, but we're going to siphon them over to here. We also have a trade point, which apparently just gives us 25 extra private trade credits or private credits. And finally, another derelict. So quite a few at this point, actually. And we started really strong in our capital, but remember, we didn't own this until like mid-game, I would say. If we had managed to keep this trifecta at the beginning, oh boy, that would have sped us up so much. Okay, I think that's what we were going to do. We're out of PP, so we couldn't finish our decisions last time. I'm going to go ahead and roll a turn, and then we're going to catch up on chat here. The notice was kind of late. It was 15 minutes early. It's on track. I didn't have the stream posted earlier, unfortunately. How you doing, Slice? Simba says, yeah, just got it. Interesting. Conquer the South. I'm working on it. Slice, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Congratulations to Deadly Trial 209 to give a slice of thanks for that. Sherman's March to the Sea 2 Electric Boogaloo. Very well could be Blaster. Hey, Drew. And Blaster, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Congratulations to Jackie Jack, Jamie Hall, or Jaime Hall, Deanna Rattry, Stalker Brumick, and Alex Toter. Make sure to give a thank you to Blasterbot. And again, Slice and Blaster, thank you guys very much for the support of the series. He says as his eye catches that yellow's moving around. So many gifts. Yes, people are very generous. Pretty surprised by the amount of support that Shadow Empires is getting, but I'm here for it. So, you know, support what you want to see more of is all I can say. But something dark side. Did you say profit? New sacrifice for the glory of Babel. Excellent. Wow, village hidden in caves. Babel has ninjas now. That's gonna be excellent. The builder cage. Sorry to hear that, Slice. It always does seem like when bad news comes, you know, when it rains, it pours. Got snowed. Blaster said I got snowed in and couldn't get to the liquor store. It was 60 something degrees where I live today. We are flooding massively in my state up here. So kind of a weird winter at the moment. Okay, so suffered no losses. So yellow was smart. Discovered fuel in, I almost read that as Moist Town. Oh my goodness. Maybe we close that one. Recycling facility in 4315. Efficiency, motorized heavy MG. Defense, talent. Okay, excellent. Okay, 35. I want to find where this place was. 35. It's not up here. That's going to be one of these, isn't it? Okay, well, it's not that one. 47. Who closed? You guys are killing me. 24. Okay, so 35. And then 15. Should be somewhere. Okay, am I crazy? What was... No, not history. What? Where did that close? 4315. Okay, I just remembered it wrong. 4315. 43. Boy, I'm pretty sure. Isn't there a search? I'm almost certain there's a search. That was right here. Okay. I actually thought that was already closed, so I'm a little shocked. I didn't even think to look there. Okay, let's get our... Nope, that's fine. Get our units back. We're going to do our points first. Blaster says it's supposed to be a fun one this year. Extra cold and snow for the Midwest, extra dry and hot in the South. Yeah, I have a feeling... I'm up in Pacific Northwest. I have a feeling we're going to have a wet winter. We're already very wet for this time of year for us. Oh, yes. Well, here you go. Slice wants to organize a party. I feel we don't do enough to show gratitude to the veterans. My plan is to organize a grand party for all the veterans, including a parade. Sure. I'm probably going to say yes to that. Get some mind I don't care too much about. We actually could use a little bit of fist. I'm actually going to take a little bit of fist. It's just like dangerously low. I don't want to lose any of our traits. Supreme Council tasks, no change. Minor worker strike in Nimfort. We are quite heavily garrisoned there. We could soak the diplomacy. I think we will soak the diplomacy, so we will go ahead and bribe them. Okay. I do want to try to buy one more time before we kick them out. Before we do that, though, I'm going to need an efficiency drive. So let's run one of those. Wolf Head Hurler made a roll. Difficulty was 100, rolled 146. We got 1440 credits. All right. And then I want to call up Shinosuke. These are going to be the slave trader. Okay. Now, I did want to buy, but now that I'm thinking, it's going to cost me 3 PP to talk to him. All right, well, I'm already in deep. We're going to pay 400 credits for... No. We're going to buy 2,000 population for 800 credits. Yes. Then, falling back... Okay, I can't get rid of him this turn. Okay, we'll get rid of him next turn then. I still think we probably are ahead in population overall, even though that wasn't as good as I thought it was. Okay, let's do our whirlwind tour here. So, 1 turn left on a uni. I don't have much else to say there. We finally finished this up. Very happy about that. Okay, so, you guys... Yeah, we don't need to push this too hard. Just make it to where supplies are this turn. And then you are going to have to go further. Okay. Over here, probably also going to need some dirt road. That'll probably do me. Space everybody out. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Okay, and then we are working on our newest town. What are you called? Yeah, you are one that needs to be renamed. I think that means that we probably haven't done our zone orders here. So we have Lynn Procyon. Do I have any volunteers? I think everyone in here has a character. If you don't have a character and you'd like one, say something in chat for me, and we can work on that. Okay, let's do zone orders. All right, you get 1 public budget because I'm kind of broke at the moment. Allowing emergency food. You're an unincorporated zone. I should have done this first. All right, I'm changing the name. I really hate how this works, and I think you are going to be Moist Town because that's what I read it as originally. All right, then we have to redo our orders. So 1 budget, emergency food is on, unincorporated zone confirmed. Moister Town. That's the sister city. Okay, this is gonna have no movement there unless things get really spicy. Okay, what is your story? You're almost up to a tier 2 town. We may come back and dump colonists here. They do have some stuff I would like to upgrade. You're also pretty dang happy. You guys it might be time for you to start paying taxes soon. We'll fix that happiness. Okay, here, kind of the same story. High Civ. We're investing 50 here. Yeah, I think that's basically just fine. Making Dome City, they are in quite a bit of debt. Fine. Next, Silver City. You are not a tier 2. Wait, excuse me. You are a tier 2. And you've already upgraded, or you are upgrading your apartments. We're a little short on workers, it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. Are you happy enough? They're okay. That'll resolve when they get those apartments built. I would really like to recruit here. Can I do that? Raise formation, and I think I just want a standard motorized. Oh, not independence, that's why that doesn't look right. I think I want just a standard motorized here. No, nope. That's the nice army that I want. Motorized light infantry. This is what I want, and we are short. What are we short on? We need 11,000 people. Excuse me? It's not actually going to be that high. That's going to refund a bunch of people, I'm pretty sure. Okay, but I can't afford it at the moment. Okay. Well, I don't love that. Okay, that's probably the little stinker that caused this whole problem. Oh, nope. Multiple stinkers. Okay, and we had yellow movement here. Multiple sightings of yellow movement. Okay, we cannot wait for that, so we need to pull something up. We could bring in a heavy MG. That would be fine. Yeah, give me a heavy MG. Raise formation. All right. We're getting pinched at both sides, and this is our only supply line. It is vital that that does not get cut. All right, then we have this problem of these stupid rebels. So we've been pinging them with our recon, and then hitting them with our artillery. Get out! What I don't want to do is attack them and just push them deeper into the mountains. That's going to make it even harder for me. But we'll continue to try to whittle those down. Don't forget to mine out the east. Yeah, we need a new city there. It's all just too far out of reach, unfortunately. You don't need logistics? Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree on that one. Okay, I also don't like how many units are showing up. I think we're gonna see more and more here. I'm pretty confident in holding this position unless we get flanked. Okay, good. I was worried there might be someone in there. Okay, here. We're kind of waiting for other things to catch up. Oh. Okay, I missed. We must have some more rebels. That is really not good. All right, you guys are going to have to deal with that. Okay, and we'll attack. No, attack with you and you. Excuse me? With you and you. Attack. There we go.
All clear, sir.
What I don't want is them to have time to sit there and entrench. So I'm a little nervous that we're not pushing harder, but we're getting all these problems in the back line.
All clear, sir.
All right, yep. Keep those casualties high for them, please. Also, it'd be great if you didn't let them into those mountains. I don't love that that's empty. Also, probably having logistical problems. Okay, where is this road coming from? Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and add sealed road to there, sealed road to there, sealed road to there. Try to help ourselves out here a little bit. Okay, here. Okay, I can't sit here and wait. We'll leave that one unit there. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. We're gonna pull most of those guys out to go help with that. I really need this to get dealt with. Oh man. This is getting really tenuous on the south. Like, really tenuous. Okay, you guys are just holding on. Okay, we have that. I'm just really trying to corral these idiots to take that. The second they take this, I think we wipe them out. We'll call that good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is probably where we're going to drop our city. We could get started with that right now. No, because we don't have the PP to found it. Okay. 3.3 turns left on VidCom. I don't remember what you were doing. Upping the power plant. Okay. Okay, I think that's what that can do. We're out of PP already, so easy come, easy go. We need some more bureaucracy. Were we upgrading that? We have a Bureau 2. Right, we're going up to 4 here. All right, so the short answer is yes, we are trying to work on that. A stack of self-propelled artillery? Yeah, it could be. That could be kind of expensive to supply. We do have one designed. True dat, Slice. True dat. Okay, let's run that turn. I don't think there's much else we can do there. I'm very concerned that the amount of yellow that's showing up, I think they're probably like strat moving or something troops, if I had to just guess. God, Blue, you are so annoying. I really wish we had time to do that blue war. Having this bulge right here is such a problem when we could have just defended this. Beyond that, at least we're starting to get the metal resolved. I feel like, I'm not going to say we're out of crunch time, but we're at least not an emergency. I am starting to feel the crunch on the bureaucratic points, though. We're running out of the PP every single turn, which kind of tells me we just need more bureaucracy points in the mix. Maybe we even need to up their funding a little bit next time we get a choice on that. Because we're not even close to playing as much as we could play. I also desperately need some more units down here. And then what we just recruited was a heavy MG, so I'm going to put them probably on the Black Doctors. Kind of efficiency. A subterranean sensor. Maybe we'll find a place where that'll be useful. Efficiency drive, medal of merit. Okay, and here we go. I was just talking about this. I think we are going to knock these ones down to 13. Model, let's go down to like 7. Staff council down to like 10. Maybe even a little less than that. I have kind of the main thing I want from them. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to underfund them some. Secret Service, I don't want to change you too much. Foreign Affairs, 5 would be fine. Interior Council, let's say 10. Applied, let's go down to 10. Air Force, let's go down to 10. Okay, so that would be 10% Secret Service. No, let's go up to 20% for Supreme Council. This is gonna make a lot of people mad. Yeah, Cygnus is furious. All right, policy speech. Bureaucratic assets to 22. We're working on that kind of sort of right now. Let's nab that one. Economic task priorities, no changes. Sabotage in Green Valley. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Axe, who is it? Failure, as usual. Black Doctors in Veins. All right, full supports. We failed again. We are really struggling down south. Rebels in Bastisa, full support. New commander for the 18th. We have Simba here, who looks like he's primed and ready to go. That's right, Droog. You did ask me that last time. I think we do need to upgrade it. We haven't for a long time because we were having such bad power problems, and it's really heavy on power. But yeah, we could totally do that. All right, Simba, you're in. Okay, let's just do our standard operating. We finished our uni over here. Okay, so that is going to be education points going up. Let's do our security next.
We'll go.
Let's keep them ticking over. Okay, over here. Oh, we don't love to see that. Don't love to see that at all. Okay, so that does mean I'm going to need to spend some more on road. I was kind of hoping we could stop there. Okay, you guys are going to be cool. Still working on the apartments. Okay, now what's going on with your... Well, okay, you definitely need a little bit more. Okay, so they're just going to need a round of literally everything. No, you're size 1. Okay, let's start dropping colonists here. I want to get them to 25,000 so we can get that upgrade. Greywater Gulch. I think you just big chillin'. You're a long ways away on pop. Okay, here. Start moving. Yeah, I do think we will strat move. Careful to make sure we do this right. They're already going to need some turns to get in position and whatnot, so it's not a huge deal. All right, we're not going to pull these guys out yet, though, for obvious reasons here. But they are going to swing to the east. You... Yeah, please maintain that. All right, you are becoming more and more of a problem. Also, apparently we lost a truck, and I can't attack. Okay. Replacements. One buggy, please. At least our losses are not horrific. We will do a range bombard. Just to, let them know we're thinking about them.
Aye, sir.
Hey, them bones, man. How you doing? All right, we still got a kill, even though we didn't have any recon on that square, so that's kind of nice. Okay, horrific things are happening here. All right, go get me some recon. Okay, not bad, actually. Sadly, him actually moving was bad for me, because that means I can't reach as easily with my tanks. I'm seeing some blue squares down here, which is telling me we're not getting enough logistics. Alright, well, we'll do what we can. Please do not let these guys get into the mountains or something stupid. We have no supply here because we were cut here and here. We should be okay as long as we don't attack this turn. They were out of food. I'll tell you what, we'll just back up one. And we'll just chill here for a turn. Yeah, you and your stupid rebels right here. Can I raise an independent? I think I need something a little heavier. And the answer is no, because we didn't have supplies there. Okay. That means I'm not going to be able to build either. Okay, Nimfort did finish their barracks this turn. We're going to need just literally all the things. Let's go with the university next, because that's what we're hurting on the most. Right, what are we doing here? We have our barracks up. Okay, the university. Yeah, we need to get these places in line. All right, you're going up quite nicely. VidCom will be done next turn. Okay, we'll look at that then. Okay, we've already done those moves. Babel, what? With rebels in his territory? Yeah, cutting off all my supply lines. It's Thursday afternoon there, so you're pretending your week is almost over. My coworker had to go out in the field on Monday, and when she came back, she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad today's Friday." I was like, "I don't know how to tell you this, but it's Monday." Yeah, that's about how this week has been going for us. Okay, we sent those guys there. Okay, let's deal with this idiot. So, Shinosuke, call up that slaver and end him. Get rid of this evil traitor. Covert Ops skill is 65 versus a difficulty of 110. I sent a hit squad. He did not see it coming, but sadly some of his henchmen got away. We liberated 1,000 slaves. Okay, well, better than nothing. And what are we working on? Still working on our bureaucracy. You stupid spider! Why you not attack what I need you to attack? I swear they're doing this on purpose. Better not be. I don't want to take this because I want to encourage them to go that way to take it. Okay, I think we're going to make that next thing here. We'll be in range of all the metal that we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're really actually too close. What if we built here, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 7. You build here. That's fine. If we had to defend it, this isn't the worst terrain to defend. Could build it on the other side. I actually like that a little bit more. And count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here-ish, here-ish. Kind of like this terrain, if I'm being honest. Although, we were talking last time about building in hills and the price of railroads. And we will need a railroad here. I think if I need a railroad, this would be the better spot. I think this is the spot. So let's go ahead. We'll get a dirt road here. And then here. Could build on the cliff. The thing is, it's very expensive to get railroad in and out of this, and we know we're going to have to railroad this for sure. All right, create me a new zone, and we're going to start it with the truck station as always. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, we have 17 points left. That does also mean we're going to need another governor, so I think we're just going to save for a talent. Why you do me like this, spiders? Why you do me like this? Okay, and that was, we moved you guys, right? Yep. We still have some recruits, but I can't really spend them this turn. Are we recruiting from here? I want to say yes. Jobs, industry. I'm not 100% certain. All right, we're going to call him up. Zone orders. Yeah, we are getting 500 recruits from here a turn. I don't think we can change that. All right,
Yes.
no changes there. Union, how are you guys feeling? They're okay at the moment. All right, let's call up Oscar Iron Moon.
Yes.
All right, I need some more recruits. We're gonna go 500 of them a turn.
Yes.
Confirmed. All right. I would like to get some more recruits out of those southern cities, but we, other than Easy Town, everyone else is not easy. All right, let's run that. Press gangs. You mean the mandatory volunteer work? That always drove me crazy. Still drives me crazy. Like when you're in school and you have like mandatory volunteer work for a class or something, like, well, that's not volunteer. Like, yeah, it is. You're just required to do it. No, that's literally not how words work. Oh, it's that kind of thing used to drive me insane as a kid. I hated that so much. Yeah, voluntold. Don't you just want to do it? No, actually, I could spend my time much better. People are very big fans of voluntold, apparently. I'm eternally grateful that neither of my parents ever did the like, oh, we signed you up for this thing. They at least never did that to me. I think they understood how much I hated stuff like that. Oof. Okay, I think we got away with the southern problems. They didn't seem to attack our units that were having problems. Yeah, that is very worrisome. Yeah, did you see that? That looked like a strat move coming in. Gauss weapons, where are you? We are gonna be in so much trouble. Okay, no losses. That's at least something. More fuels. Fuel found in Moist Town. Roaming thieves in Emerald City. Roaming thieves in Greywater. Time of efficiency. We discovered rocketry. We discovered aerodynamic design. We discovered communication techniques. Fate stratagem awarded. Okay, nothing I was hit at the moment. Yeah, kind of a dud there. Motion that the number of hexes we have recon on reaches. Sure, J-Rob, I'll try. Foreign Affairs Council priorities. We probably need less. I don't even know if there's any miners left, so less miners.
Roger that.
Applied Science Council research. Don't want communication techniques at the moment, no. A demagogue in Green Valley. An oratory role. All right, Axe, use your oratory.
Copy that.
Success! I convinced that almost everybody to doubt the agitator. Well, look at that grin. That's the grin of a man who just made a successful oratory roll. Walk out agitator in veins? Everyone in veins should leave. I agree with the agitator. Where's that option? You know what? We're gonna keep working on Slice's skills though. Investigate. Critical failure. Roaming thieves in Emerald City. Levant, you have my full support. Critical success. Excellent. Roaming thieves in Greywater. All right. Dem bones, man. Full support.
Aye, sir.
Success. Deal. What a rough turn that we just had there. Didn't we cut R&D? I mean, we had to make some budget cuts, yes. Can we make Simba? I don't believe you get to target that card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it auto target? One of your happiest and most intelligent leaders becomes alcoholic. This is a well-designed card in that it makes sure that we can't cheese it by giving it to some idiot who leads an MG squad, but it's also a card I would almost never play. I would have to be like, if I don't play this fate card, we lose the game to play this. Why would I want to kill off one of my best leaders, essentially? We got some goodies stored up here, but we're waiting. We have two really old people in two very important positions, so we're kind of waiting to give the replacements a boost when that happens. When the inevitable happens. Okay. Teat Big, how you feeling? Feeling like you're building a barracks. Me too, buddy. Okay, here. Ah, those little crappers. All right, we'll get in position for that. Nothing to do here. All right, we built the apartments. We don't have enough workers here. I am going to spend this turn's colonists as workers here. All right, next step is always going to be the barracks. Okay, in the lakes. We're just big chilling until we get our pop-up. How are we feeling here in Greywater? Feeling okay. We're a regular zone. We have high civ. Yeah, just doing their thing, you know? Just doing their thing, making Greywater. Pumping a little oil. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, Silver City. A little bit of danger. Must have had an event or something. They are almost ready to go to size 3. They're on high civ, so I don't really want to upgrade anything. I kind of want to start grabbing these, but we have a lot of scav points. I think I'm going to wait. We have one at 2.8, one at 4.6. When these start shutting down, I think we're going to grab the radioactives just to get them out of the ground. All right, here. I do think I'm just going to deploy down. We're just going to go match. These are heavy MGs. I don't want them like floating around. I want them actually doing something. What is my phone poking me for? My power bill's gonna be due. Oh no. Gaming has become too close to real life. All right, we'll just pony up to that guy for now. I think I'm happy enough with this. All right, you are really causing me a lot of problems. If you could stop existing,
Let's go.
that'd be great.
Get
That
out.
was a rover too. We're slowly gonna be phasing those out as they get killed. Yeah, there's a J-Rob says, pro tip, heat pumps suck in the cold. Got my bill yesterday. Yeah, there's a temperature where they become less efficient. And then there's a temperature where they actually stop and just the electric heat kicks on for me. It's pretty cold though. It's like, I want to say it's like in the teens when that happens. Of course, there's, you know, many factors. Can we make an assault on this idiot? What I don't want is him to pull back into the hills. What I do want is him to die. Let's make an attempt.
Operation successful.
Okay, that wasn't what I was hoping for. Unfortunately. Yeah, that was not what I was hoping for. Buggy. We already looked at that. Interesting. Okay. All right, well, step one, you get into there. We don't need an oops here. I know you guys are kind of low on AP, but give it a shot. We don't have enough AP to win this, probably.
All clear, sir.
Or Blitz is that good of a card. All right, let's All right, and then 1 and 1 go.
Send in the cavalry. All clear, sir.
Excellent. All right, which one of you has the most AP left? Actually, you're both looking pretty good. That Blitz card is so ridiculously good.
Sir.
All right, why didn't you claim? I'm being a little aggressive here, but I'm doing that kind of on purpose because I don't want them to have time to dig in.
All clear, sir.
Gauss weapons, I believe, are good enough they can get lucky shots through my armor. All right, you. Okay, transport hub. We're gonna have to nationalize it. I hate that. And then I'm gonna have to immediately play an efficiency drive before I forget. Man, we keep getting so close to critical. Only 900 this time. We just checked under the cushions. All right, we're gonna construct barracks. Can't really do anything. All right, this stupid place. We have 22,000 people here. Go away. Go away. So, zone. So, forced relocation. Must be played on a friendly zone. Must be played on a zone with a city. Have some troops. Base difficulty is 100. Intimidation skill made by the director of staff, Herman. If we succeed, blah, blah, blah. Free soak will, okay, so we'll relocate 5d20 times 100. Okay, so what would that be? 5d20s, so 10.5 times 5. So like 5,000-ish people, give or take. We would have to play a lot of those cards, and that is really expensive. It's also really expensive to try and fail to get rid of that place. We're building the uni. Yeah, if you guys could just shove off, that'd be great. I think we're just gonna chill there. I already moved you. I don't think we're doing any attacking here. Already pulled up the reinforcements. Okay, Wasteland Miles. We got rid of the slaver that was here. They're working on Bureau. Yeah, there's not much else to really to do there. We didn't get a governor? Next turn, he'll ask me for a governor. Okay, so we have the depot. As always, we're immediately going to start the barracks. You can chill in town. I think you're going to get closer to the front. I hate the spiders. Yep, I hate the spiders. 1.3 on the VidCom. Okay, we finished the power plant. We're making buco power this turn. Way too much. All right, so you down to 20%. I think we're gonna have to grab another bureaucracy. We are at, oh no, we were talking about High Command. High Command. I got you, Droog. I got you. So High Command Office 3, we need 100 power. That's fine. 6 turns though, very slow build. I think I'm actually gonna double build here because that is such a light build. And I think I want Bureaucrat Office 3 also.
Roger that.
So quite a heavy build here, but that's okay. What are we doing here? Right, the barracks. I wonder what's happening with Blue. Why is he pulling off my border so strongly? Like, what's the problem, Blue? You're not butting up against Yellow yet. He does actually, okay, he made that town. Wait, he still only has 1 town to our knowledge. All right, we have 23 points left. I really need some more spies. That's one thing we could do. I really need those rebels to GTFO. That would be here. Very low on both of these. Do we have one of our Make Me Happy cards? No, basically. We have a lot of fate points. Let's do a quick audit here. Okay, we could use both of these. In fact, we could use all of these. So, ingenious method of layer-based materials increases the hardness to tips of projectiles. Let's get the GR coding. And then we have to choose between shell cameras or infiltration. We're going to take the infiltration first, I think. Mini goes. Yeah, so that gives us extra camouflage.
Copy
Sure.
that.
All right, and there go the fate points. Easy come, easy go. Make an independent self-propelled arty to deal with stuff like that. I mean, I don't hate the idea. It's just a matter of affording it at the moment. It's a pretty pricey little thing that we're looking at. I don't hate the idea, though. Not yet, though. I have got to get more troops here. Nothing can dissuade me from that. We are going to have big problems if this gets cut off. This is my only southern route. From this on, we have no other routes. That is what it is. We have 23 points. Grand Convention would be good. We're going to need a governor. Let's just save. There's no point in getting him this turn. We'll just chill. We'll save some points. They'll be here next turn. All right. What horrific thing is going to happen next? I really want to know why he shuffled off the border. What's some motorbikes down there? That's true. That's true. Especially in that open area. They're not going to do good in the hills, but like right here, they'd be fine. I kind of want to just make a motorized division though, and just take the terrain. Maybe we could add a couple motorcycles to our motorized. Okay, just a lot of yellow shuffling. These rebels have really put a crimp in my style. Oh, come on, spiders. You're just doing that on purpose now. Would also be nice to get these shrimpmen integrated, because again, we could collapse our front line. And 114.53 is done. A crisis of egotism again? Okay, hey, we got our geotechniques. That'll help a ton. Call to power. Okay, we got another call to power card. Okay, step one. We need a governor. So let's go work on that first. So talent, go. Please just be acceptable. Pretty please. Wayne Essam. I guess he's okay. He's not horrific. He's 3 cap. He's okay. He's like aggressively okay. 6 Sense and Improv is kind of wasted here, but it'll help him get started. He's what we got. Yeah, he is what we got. Congratulations. You beat out all the other applicants, Wayne. Oh, I did? How many were there? 1, just you.
Copy that.
Actually. No takebacks. Demigog in Bastia. We hate that guy. All right, Glitch. Ether Hill.
We'll go.
Critical failure. All right. Motion that the number of leaders in our service goes up to 48. 1 extra leader?
Roger
Deal.
that.
I could do that. Model design priorities?
Copy
No
that.
changes. Okay, next. I kind of want several things here. Let's get the physical storage. It's going to be really fast. Nimble fingers. Make him a tribal healer. There you go. He gives you those tickles and they heal you. Okay, 46 points left. That's not the worst. 2 turns left on the barracks. Let's get in position to support this. And then point, point, point. Go.
Do it now.
Yeah, these things are pretty horrific.
Mission accomplished.
All right, I will very much gladly accept 1 loss on that. Cool. Okay. Keep going, keep going. Okay, we'll get this cleaned up pretty easily. We know that's fine. 1 turn on a barracks. Okay, we can drop our colonists here this turn.
Order received.
Okay, you are big chillin'. You are... What was your problem? Your workers could be a little bit happier. I mean, who couldn't, right? Okay. We're really gonna need some more people. All right, we're just gonna need to reposition this. I don't think there's anything else for it. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna attack me. Famous last words, I'm sure. Okay, 0.6 turns left on the uni. Man, there's just not a lot I can do here. All right, let's deal with this first, because this might change what I want to do depending on how this goes. Can we just get this cleaned up?
All clear, sir.
Yeah, but they just went backwards. That's not really all clear. All right, with whatever you got left, keep banging them.
Mission accomplished.
All right, is as good as we can probably do. Go here, go there. All right, we'll have them cleaned up in short order. 0.9 turns left on the uni. Uni. Okay, you are done. What do you need? You need nothing. You're doing pretty good. You're high civ. Okay, I think you're ready to be incorporated. Let's get you called up. All right, I need taxes and I need 500 recruits from you. Here's a 1/1000th of a credit sign-up bonus.
Order acknowledged.
Yep, bring them in. Regi, you got that. Also, okay, we could drop we could do some solar here. We don't need it this second, so I'm gonna let it go, but we definitely could do solar there pretty easily. He's like right here, I think. We could get another MG. I don't want another MG right now, though. I think I'm going to save up for that motorized. And or some bikes. Spiders, you are just testing my patience. You move over here. I'm going to poke them next turn if they don't do what I want. All right, here we're going to do zone, everyone's favorite. All right, so you are going to be in charge of all of this area. And just to the metal, basically. We need this little pocket. You can be in charge of this. And that's probably good enough. I guess you can take those. Okay. 1.6 turns left on the barracks. I already sent my colonists somewhere else, so that's fine. Okay, almost on the vid station. 5 turns on high command, 2 turns on bureaucracy. Okay, we got 46 PP left. Money's tight, so we're gonna have to play another efficiency draw. I really need like a good crit here.
Understood.
Thank you, Wolf. Appreciated. 3,600 credits. All right, now we got a little bit of breathing room. I think we probably need to get spies back into yellow.
Order acknowledged.
I'm a little nervous that we're not seeing much. We have a call to power. We have 2 of them, actually. Maybe we start gearing up for a call to power. So that's going to be our Secret Service lady, Shadow Spy.
Order acknowledged.
And then I also want to give you Diplomat. I don't think they actually need that one. It just says leader's next skill roll, so maybe that will help. All right, we'll get it next turn. Yeah, people are talking. Participation award, yeah. Power banks. Don't want to miss all those TikToks of crabs dancing when you're out in the field. I mean, that's true. Have you considered hiring aggressively mid people? They are there, they show up, they do things sometimes. What a deal. Are you at least average? Sign up today. Truly, Wolf has always a few dollars laying around. He has to go check the cushions every once in a while. Okay, good. Hopefully we can get that call to power off. Hopefully we can deal with this idiot and these idiots. What are, I just noticed that. What are all those pink triangles? I need to look and see what that is. Looks like Blue's returning to the front again? Ah, he did look like he put somebody over here. Maybe Yellow is pushing the neutrals into him. I could see that for sure. Those rebels are doing your head in? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them myself. Causing me all kinds of problems. I just love how he casually drops a road through the mountains. We have really stalled out down here. I think I'm going to need to make a unit to guard here too. We need the garrison, if nothing else. If we paid our workers, I don't think it has anything to do with worker pay down in Bastia. I think they're just cranky that they lost. Okay, I think the spiders might have killed a blue unit. Okay, we did get attacked by something out here. We killed 1,200. You'll have to see it. Ancient weapon triggered in Union Junction. Marauders in Moist Town. Egotism. We met our promise. We met our promise. We met our promise. Promises made, promises kept. That's the builder way. Vertes Commune has violated our borders. I don't even know who that is. Who's the Vertes Commune? Physical storage. Efficiency drive, spy ring. The Vertes Commune. Okay, it's you. I would. Excuse me? You're like 2 dots over here. How did you violate my borders? Okay, sure. We will never forgive this intrusion into the sovereign builder territory. Okay, turn left on barracks. Okay, you're going to be deployed here. There, and then there. Okay, we're probably going to need a road like that to supply this. Somewhere in the middle. And then just working our way down. Okay, you... That's probably sluggos or whatever those things were. Okay, we finished our barracks. Next, let's get you a university. Okay, here. Oh, hang on. I'm ahead of myself. We haven't done decisions. Wubbo wants a commemorative plaque. Make it extra fancy. There you go. Interior Council, no changes. Economic Research. Let's grab the power banks. Custom Formation, nothing yet.
Roger that.
Plundering in vans, but you guys just go away.
Roger that.
Go away. Critical failure. Come on, Slice. Ancient weapon triggered in Union Junction. All right. Oscar Iron Moon, you have my full support. Success. We only lost 3,700 population. Marauders in Moist Town.
Roger.
Full support. Failed. Womp womp. Okay, don't need anything there. Okay, we don't need anything here, but I do think we need to get more units. What can we raise? We could get a light armor brigade. That is something I really like. Send it west. All right, I'm in. So transports, 10 men. That's fine. Where is it? All right, that's gonna be another pretty important unit. Nothing to say there. I think we're just holding our position here. All right, you have got to go. Good freaking riddance. Refuse to work until I get a raise. Well, that does seem to be true. All right, what are these even? Delegated. Okay, I see. We need to undelegate you. You should be in Bastia. Okay, I wonder when this happened or how this happened. Undelegate. Undelegate. Yeah, you should just be going back to normal. Does not seem like these are all going back to normal. You should be in Batista. You should all be in Batista. That is probably part of the problem if I didn't notice that. Okay, yellow. Get back on the road if you can. Okay, you guys are really tired. Okay, you need something here. Raise formation, independent. I think we're just gonna put infantrymen here because the body count's what I need. All right, you're just gonna chill. That's just gonna be a garrison unit. Metal, are you starting to chill out? Not really. Do we have a zone card for you? No. Okay, that makes me sad. We don't have enough to play Call to Power. Let's try that. Let's try one of those expels. So, forced relocation. And we want to target Veins. Executed by Cygnus, who's really grumpy. Hang on a second. Cygnus, let's turn that frown upside down. Where are you at, Cygnus? You've already got a medal. Why are you so mad? He has a medal and everything. All right, here's an official gift.
Understood.
Went up 33 points. All right, zone. Forced relocation in Veins. All right, way better there. That strat only works on free folk? Must be played on a friendly zone. Must be played on a zone with a city. Must have troops in zone. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. That is not going to work. So we would have to use Expel. All right, let's try it. This is a little bit for science. And we are targeting veins. Yes.
Roger that.
Hey, we did it successfully. We failed. And got 30 extra unrest. All right, well, that wasn't helpful at all. That wasn't helpful at all. All right, Nimfort. Working on the university. Okay, we got our new unit here. We'll work on them next turn. All right, we have barracks, apartment, hospital, uni, vidcom. Everything is built here. Okay, we could build solar. I don't need solar here at the moment. Yeah, you guys are pretty happy. You're just building up pop. I think you're just chilling. You're just chilling. Okay, here we finished bureaucracy 5. Excuse me, 4. I think the spooters actually killed blue. So now they just need to take the metal and then we're good. All right. Let's encourage them.
Engaging enemy.
This is what happens when you don't take the metal.
Enemy down.
I want you to think about what you've done. I want you to think really carefully about what you've done. Okay, and we're working on the barracks. I was gonna send people there, but you know what? It was you, right? You were so bloody close. Okay, colonize, population. Yeah, let's just send them all for this turn.
Received.
Not trying to be too picky about it. All right, that should let them grow next turn. A union is what it is. Emerald. 1 turn left on bureaucracy, 4 turns left on high command. I don't know if it will. It's not the cultural problem. They don't like getting relocated, but this is an absolutely worthless position for me. So I really want to take this out of being a town. I don't know. Definitely more to learn about doing that. Shutting down towns. The finest GR NFTs. Fooled you to assume that there was enough electricity on this planet to maintain the NFTs. We printed them on pieces of metal and we exchanged them. If we increase the cultural integration and loyalty, they will move. All right, I'll buy that for $1, Droog. We'll see about it. I think I do have a cultural integration card. I think the problem generally has been the only towns I ever want to close are these absolute little shit shanties that the AI has built, that when I take them, they're just absolutely pissed off and they're never not pissed off. And I'd have to spend so much time and money to make them happy, it just doesn't even seem worth it. Okay, yellow. Okay, flanking through the mountains. That's exactly what I was worried about. I have a feeling that this war with yellow is going to turn sour pretty soon. They took the metal. They took the metal. All kinds of alarm bells just started going off. Now, if you guys would just be so kind to take this, it would be perfect. Killed 500, lost 700. Roaming thieves. Egotism. Oh no, our 17th NGO, Cliff Beckett, was killed in action. We developed the Shredder. We develop mines. Okay, nice. Helicopter design. Security tactics. Okay, and still not what I want. Okay, decisions. Fire popular subject. Zerks did that. We'll just reverse it. BP production reached 2,333. I'm gonna accept that motion because we're doing a pretty big BP project. Secret Service, no changes. Model design. I don't think there was anything we wanted to design at the moment. Yeah, we're just really waiting on that armor. Where are we at on that? Yeah, we're still overfunding this, by the way. Okay, we are not doing what I thought we were doing. Yeah, please get started on combat armor. I thought you were working on that. Major worker strike. Bribe them. Roaming thieves, full support. Critical success. Okay, maybe we've hit the turning point finally. Our governor finally has enough skills to actually start making rolls. Rebels in Nimfort. Or maybe not. Okay, full support.
Roger that.
Zone upgrade. Do you want to upgrade Twin Lakes? Yes.
Received.
Alien natives ask for tech. No, we will not be arming the natives. We need a new commander. Okay, do we have a military? War games, military.
Understood.
A Cap 1 with 20 war. It's Cypher Gippard. You're in. Okay, new commander for Second Light. Military. I'm actually going to recruit twice here
Understood.
and pick the best person. This is an important unit. All right, we have Laura. 26 war is a pretty low. She does have some skills. She has a Cap 3. Or we have Ingmar. Ingmar with his 52 war on a 20-year-old. Okay. You are actually probably too good for this, Ingmar. We had two people who were very old in key positions. And maybe he is one of their replacements, and then they can lead this. So our two people are Dragon Blue, who is 80 years old. Now, he's our Supreme Command. You do need intelligence for that. Did this guy have intelligence? No. Our other one is Pippa, who is Secret Service. She is only using her covert ops. I think she uses some of these skills too, but they're also charisma. Yeah, none of these are admin roles. That's what I'm just double checking. Pippa is absolute boss though. 117 covert ops. To the front with you. No reason he can't start a career as a general. It's very ancient Rome. Yeah, she's got some mileage, and yeah, we need some admin for that. Okay, I guess he's too good for this role, but I guess he's gonna have to make do. We'll point him there. All right, that's. Please don't get yourself killed. That would be very much a waste. Okay. Barracks 2 is done. Okay, so that's going to be here. So we need health or education. Okay, let's do the health.
We'll go.
We'll do the hospital. Okay, here we are posting up. Okay, and then you. Are you in defensive formation or something? No. Okay. Sure. What do you got, Raider? Enough to get at least one kill.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, shoo. Nobody likes you here. Machine gun. Wow, we actually lost some machine guns at some point. Okay, everything else is good. It's fine. Okay, we up this to a rank 2 town. I'm actually gonna do the mine first, I think, over here. Mining. We have 100 machines. That's right, because we're producing machines these days.
Received.
Get that in first. Nothing we need to do here or here. Okay, now we have kind of a cluster problem. That's a big problem. Yeah, we're just gonna have to cede the territory. All right, you need to die. Like, seriously. Get out of here.
Get out!
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Now, would you please do what I want you to do? Ranged attack. Okay, one down. We're whittling, but this is not fast enough. Not fast enough. Okay, holding out. Yeah, go that way. Alright, you guys head that way. Oh, I probably should not have moved him yet. Alright, we're just gonna have to surround this idiot. Very cute, AI, very cute. 10 out of 10 for cuteness.
All clear, sir.
Yeah. This is gonna be a perennial problem over here. Alright, I guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, now we have a major problem. The Rommel 2 is an assault gun with a 100mm howitzer. Okay. And the Hummel 3 is a medium tank with a howitzer. Okay, so it's time for me to go up to medium. We need a medium tank group. It's what that immediately tells me. This is going to be expensive. Luckily, I do think we actually can afford it. Okay, here. We have no planes designed, Droog. We can't get the next prop engine for some reason. Okay, construction complete. Go ahead and get us a uni.
We'll go.
Okay, uni 1 is in here. Got us a hospital. Hey, Marcos Barbary. Hi, Bevel. Wanted to say I love the complexity of the game is inversely proportional to the graphics. This looks like a real treat to play. Yep, this is definitely on that same scale as Dominions, for sure. I will say, though, everything basically just works. Like, it's not like we run into things that aren't working in this game, which is kind of a treat with how buggy some things have been lately. Okay, that is what that is. We already did what we could do here. Okay, you are ready.
Copy that.
We're gonna get these people all settled down pretty soon. Starting to get better. Okay, you guys. This is gonna be a very important unit. We're gonna swing this way and try to wipe this out. I don't have enough people for that. If I was going to raise a formation, independent tank destroyers, 50 shredders. I actually have to double check what a shredder is. Model. Where are you at? Armor. Those are not what I wanted. Tiger. Okay, tank destroyer is probably what I want. 150 millimeter high velocity, 200 millimeter steel plating, triple diesel engine. You'll love to see it. It's well designed. Okay, yeah. Shredders would do it for me. What are the odds we can actually afford this? Not as bad as you would have thought. Okay, that's not the right tank though. That's all-rounder or a blocker. Those are not my shredders. I don't think we actually have an army of shredders yet. That's light tanks. That's light tanks. Armored infantry. Okay, that would be mediums. I don't hate that. Okay, all-rounder or blocker. If we wanted to get a unit of those... Okay, not you. Okay, so we would want medium tanks. Has a 105 millimeter high velocity gun, 150 millimeter steel armor. That would be fine for what we're fighting. The design is not as good, but it's fine. I definitely need some field testing in a second one. All right, all-rounders would do it for me. If we got this and we wanted only all-rounders, we could do 85% of them right now. I think I'd do it. Yep. 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 Okay. And then what did we run out of? Metal. Okay. So we'll just have to make reinforcements and send them. Our logistics down here is too shaky, and the reason why I built them up here, FYI. I think I could probably get rail to here, but now we're out of metal, so boot. And we're just out of metal, so we're not going to do any other building starts this turn. All right, spooters. All right, I'm a lot less entertained by you now, spiders. It's time for you to go. Either attack blue or die. Those are your two options. I'm not interested in anything else from you anymore. I am, however, very grateful for taking that medal. Okay, so we're gonna want a road. We're gonna want to go right there. And I might as well connect that up. And then from here, road, sealed road. Let's just get that in there. All right, we still have plenty of IP. I think I'm also gonna sealed road this thing. Yeah. Just in case we need to move guys around that direction. All right, all static on the northern front. I can't afford to build anything, so I'm not going to bother looking. Okay. Is what it is. This is incredibly concerning. Okay, so they have enough pin that they can kill tanks. Did we fall back? We could get to a better choke point. I think we do. Yeah, I think we're going to do that for now. I'm very worried here. Would bazookas help? Bazookas are way too weak. We don't have any of the better... we would need at least, I think, guided RPGs, probably. So no, unfortunately not here. If we could get our bazookas up to snuff, I may consider adding them into like our MG groups. I do like that. And I guess we're just static here. I really don't want to attack into these higher tech things with just light infantry. That's just asking for a bajillion losses. I guess we could make a probe. Here, let's probe a little bit. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, well these at least are all right.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, that's not too bad. Am I willing to move up? I think that answers that, and the answer is yes. Okay, we're trying to get our yellows over here. Trying to get rid of this idiot. Man, this is where having some planes would be nice. Like really, really nice. Couple rockets into this guy every turn. What? Okay, hang on. Do we still literally not have propeller tech? Or are they just being done? No, we literally don't have it discovered. We also don't have Gauss small arms discovered. All right. Yep, is what it is. How we doing on that? Don't know. How we doing on eco? Just getting started. Okay. Make attack helicopters? Okay. I'm interested enough. Let's go look what an attack helicopter would look like for us right now. I think we have that. Maybe we do not have that. Infantry MG truck. Buggy artillery tank. Artillery APC tank. Gun, motorbike, gun, bazooka, ultralight aircraft. Okay, hold on. I think I'll do it in here. New blueprint. No, this is not a helicopter. Yeah, we looked at this before and we couldn't get this to work. We were doing something. Yeah, we could only get up to 7 hexes, and that's... I don't consider that viable. 7 hexes is like barely to here. From here, it's just not worth it. No, we're not quite there yet. Do we need an ultralight to do the heli? That might actually be true. Well, he's not doing anything currently, but we're gonna have combat armor relatively soon. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. I think you are right on that. All right, so a recon with a medium prop, very small wings. Yeah, that's as good as we can get. The lightest amount of fuel is that. No cargo, no weapons, no anything. This is Ultra Light Design 2. All right, give me the Model Design Council. Oh, he's finishing up a new tank destroyer model in +1. I think he just finished that this turn, didn't you? Yeah, I can't reprioritize him yet. Okay, we'll do that next turn. You gonna look up? Yeah, we could. Also, thanks for the change you found in the couch earlier, Wolf. That was very helpful. Hey, Shinosuke? Back from chasing off those slavers? No, you put that in the national bank. Yeah, this I'm getting very concerned about yellow. We're just seeing more and more things appear that I don't have answers to. Or at least I'm not prepared with an answer. Oh, and you shoved me out of the swamp. That was my swamp. I'm glad we backed up there. Okay, we are cut off, or darn close. Now we are cut off. Well, that sucks. Hmm. Okay, another possible unit just appeared. Killed 300, lost 100. Found some more fuel. Well, there you go. We didn't need an ultralight. Discovered a new model type, light helicopter. Admin level is raised to 10. A pacifist scientist we will probably play. Okay. Instant with firing a popular subject. We'll just reverse that. Okay, we do want to design a light helicopter, but let's do it via a blueprint. Light helicopter. I have never used helicopters, so this will be a new one. All right, we would want this to be a tactical bomber. Let's see if we can make this thing viable. All right, so 3 hexes. Is it fuel? Yes, 5, 6. 5 hexes. And we don't even have any weapons on it yet. In fact, we don't even have rocketry now that I think about it. If we gave it the smallest bomb hatch. No. All right. What if we change it into a recon vehicle? 5 hexes. 6 hexes. A little bit worse than the plane. No. I don't mind the idea of an attack helicopter, but this isn't it. Yeah, that just isn't it. No, no new orders. We need to get rocketry. So when we're done with combat armor, if we don't have Gauss weapons, we'll probably grab that. Major worker strike. All right, bribe them. New commander for the 3rd Armored Brigade. Laura Brown. Didn't we veto you already? 3rd Armor. She got killed? Oh. 3rd Armor should be way down here. Aren't you the 3rd Armor? Oh, no, you're my new squad. Okay. Yeah. We want a good leader for this. This is the most important unit we have now. So let's recruit and get somebody good. Okay, we could do a merc. That's prohibitively expensive. We're just gonna get a military.
Understood.
Please don't suck. Jolene Pearlrock. Okay, she doesn't suck. She's too good. A light aircraft, yes, Droog, but not changing over to helicopters, apparently. All right, she is definitely too good for this, so we are definitely going to move her into... I think she's going to be the new SHQ. I think Pippa's got a couple more miles in her. Yeah, you are like perfect. You have trade, which we need on that. Your high command's a little low, but we'll get that. Okay, and then that's going to free up our current SHQ. So Dragon Blue is going to rotate out. He actually has tank tactics, so this isn't the worst. All right, let's call up Dragon. We're going to relieve you with another job. Dragon Blue is commander of the 3rd Armor. Go. All right, we're going to have one bad turn where we're going to have some readiness problems. Okay, now you guys are in major trouble. And I still can't see this idiot. All right, there's that at least. All right.
Engage enemy.
This isn't going to be a great attack.
Operation successful.
Okay. All right, color me surprised. Muppet! Muppet, I doubted you. I apologize, Muppet. I doubted. I didn't believe. I didn't believe, but I should have believed in you. Okay, that's something good at least. All right, now here. Okay, this is probably spicy. What are you guys that's so spicy? Oh, they have some guided RPG bazookas, which do probably hit hard enough. Yeah, these are light tanks. These are not my heavier ones. Although, only just. Only just. Alright, but this is still going to be pretty spicy. We're going to go kind of all in on this. This is probably going to have a couple losses.
Mission accomplished.
How dare you build to counter me? It's not legal. Only a jerk would do that. Okay, next. Replenishments. Apparently we need a Tin Man. We need 3 light armors. We need... Now these were all-rounders that we built. You know what? I just told our model guy I didn't need something. I think we should redesign our light tank. Mike Wold... Nope. Remind me next turn. I want to redesign our light tank. We don't have the side skirting on it, which would be helpful. Alright, now you guys... I don't think I want a strat move here. Strat moving here is going to cause me some major issues, so we're just going to have to drive this. Okay, let's take a closer look at our logistics. Some bottlenecking going on. Yeah, we need a railroad. We need more railroad. Remind me, which do we have in here? We have an actual... No, this is a railhead. Because you got a railroad, right? Yeah. And we said this was going to be the next railroad. Boy, that, again, here's the nice shaky front line that I'm not in love with. This doesn't look too ridiculously bad, at least. Logistically. Alright. Please just finish this guy off. I already underestimated 1 team. Can I underestimate 2? I can. Excellent. Alright, now, as much as I would love to send you guys to other fronts, I need to keep somebody around here. So, you guys are in charge of basically the entire southern border. Okay, and then here... Alright, we're just gonna have to displace a whole bunch. And you're leading half your troops, the other half are somewhere else. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Okay, that was a whole bunch of things that were not in the order I normally do. Hospital building. You guys are getting into position. Hey, some water! That's rare. Holy crap, water, guys. Wow, and a lot of it. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even that bad. Not even that bad. Okay, so you are going to deploy here. That means you go back here. Yep, that's all fine. There. I'm happy with this border. Still building a uni. Still building a mine. Chillin', chillin'. Spooters. Yeah, I don't need you anymore, spiders. That is not a place that you would particularly like to be. Okay, we'll just get ready for next turn. Working on the barracks. Could use some workers here. We'll go ahead and send 900 workers. Okay, I think we're gonna start pumping up. Actually, no, you know what? It is probably this place that I want to pump up. Because we're going to want this place to be a big mining center, so it's going to need a lot of pop. He's going to need help getting into the tank. We'll install a recliner in the turret for him. Reduce the machinery production. I think we're on lowest that we can go. Let's see. Yeah, our metal was pretty bad last turn. Heavy industry is as low as it can go, and it didn't even have enough metal last turn. We're definitely having metal issues. Are we having issues getting metal where we need it? No, it's okay. This is looking a little sketch. I don't like to leave that on current because I find that harder to read. This is a little easier for me to read. We do have you railroaded. Yep. Yeah, we're fine. That's fine. Yeah, we have used up all that metal reserve that we had, though. Finally, the rebels are gone. Well, yep, for now at least. And I agree, they were an eyesore. Not that yellow's much better. These guys will be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. I really don't like these. Are you just independents? Heavy RPG Infantry Battalion. Now you have tanks, it's like metal, but it kills your enemies. But louder. Alright, we still have 35. Our money is a little low. Okay, people are getting super cranky because this egotism thing. Let's save up and let's do a grand convention. Let's turn that frown upside down. When people don't like you, they charge you more PP to play your cards, and I'm noticing that the pain of that at the moment. We're almost 2 hours in. I was like, man, I'm so thirsty. How come it's not time to go get more tea? Well, it is more time to get more tea. Okay. Man, if I had extra PP, it would sure be nice to get the shrimp integrated, and then maybe I could just infinitely throw cards at blue to try to ally him. You guys are looking an awful lot like you want to be surrounded. And you guys are looking an awful lot like I'm getting absolutely blasted. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have some reports this turn. Oh, that's cute. He built a bunch of free roads. We were in some trouble right there. He just wiped out one of my squads, I think. At least if he takes that, we're not completely choked, but we're close. I think we're seeing all the troops arrive from the Western Front. We killed 1,700, we killed 50 tanks, and we lost 3,100 infantry, 40 motorized, 110 tanks. Not the turn report I needed this turn. Aircraft ruggedness. Also not what I needed this turn. Incident with firing a popular subject. Reverse. National budget. Okay, we're still over researching by a decent chunk. Let's take these down to like 10 and see what that does. Model designs, fine. Staff is fine. Foreign affairs is probably overfunded because we're not playing any of them. Interior's fine. Yeah.
Copy that.
I think that's all right. New director for Supreme Command. That's going to be Jolene. Anyone in chat not have a character currently? Speak now or you'll never be Jolene.
Order acknowledged.
Honored with the trust, sir. Yep. We got you. Protest in Green Valley. Calm them down. Blaster. Okay, Blaster. You said something first. Keep her name Jolene for the song. In our hearts, we'll know. Jolene's like, ha! You thought it was Jolene? It was actually Blasterbot. All right, Blasterbot is the director of the Supreme Council. A little bit weaker than what we had, but not for long. Stratagem. All right, we have a couple things here. Yeah, we have a couple things here. So we can add a 20 to her war stat. That's just free. Do
Copy
it.
that.
A metal patch that gives you dopamine boosts. A cortical stimulator. This one, I believe this gives XP. Yeah, 50% bonus to all XP earned.
Copy that.
Then we're going to scrap the vodka before I accidentally play that on somebody. All right, now here we have a couple good things. Personal guard increases their personal combat, keeps them alive. We could earlock them. Yeah, I don't need corruption problems. Happy family. We get +2 relations every single turn. She's happy enough, so I don't think I need that at the moment. Tactical genius, +10 to war stat. Yep. You get a tactical genius. An autistic little man that whispers brilliant tactical moves in the ear of the commander.
Copy that.
There you go. All right, so Blaster, 54 plus 20, 30. So she has the equivalent of 84 extra war. Very nice. She's just going to need some time to train up this high command. Hopefully, she will put all of her points into that. Lickety split. She doesn't have a very good thing here. We'll probably end up having to threaten her family. You know, as you do. As you do. Independence rallies in vans.
Roger
Stop
that.
being dumb. That's what I have to say. Rebel in Nimfort.
Roger that.
Overture. The people who declared war on me from across the world that own 3 hexes want to have peace. Sure.
Roger that.
Sure. Okay, let's go look at the rebels. Where did you spawn? Up there. All right, everyone march north. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right, let's also, before I forget, replenishments. Wowzers. We don't actually even have enough people to cover that. All right, well, before we do that, 40 transports. 80 light armor. Yes. 800 machine guns. Yes. Buggies. Yes. This is more reinforcements than we've probably made like all game, if I'm being honest. Alright, we did not cover all of the infantry we need. Alright, you wiggle your way towards town. Alright, well, this is at least something. We're gonna need to give them at least another turn, I think. Oh, we also the third. Okay, the second. You guys, give me your commander. Where are you at? You. We want to strat card you. Do we have another blitz? We don't have another blitz. Oh, we do. Okay. The question is, though, I don't think you're the blitz one, now that I think about it. I think we're going to blitz the third. If I only have one card. Because the other one has infantry too. This one does not.
Roger that.
Also, we're spending 1,000 oil, just to call that out. 1,100 oil. We probably need to increase our oil production. Greywater Gulch. I think that's on you. Oh, nope. Let's just turn your oil up. Are we also turned down over here? Yeah. All right. Let's just turn up our oil production. Let's see what that does for us. Any cards for recruits? We can check. I also want to play all for the front. All for the front. A card I don't play very often. Casualty threshold. Basically, your civilization will get mad if you have too many casualties. This raises that threshold. So we're gonna play one of these. Yeah. Okay. Then other recruit cards. Volunteer drive we could play. This is actual press gangs. The thing is, it's gonna really piss people off. Increase recruits with 2d4 percentage of populace. Not worth it, unfortunately. Not with the amount piss off it's gonna do. Alright, you're unincorporated, right? Yeah, okay, that's not my problem here. And it is going up, it's just, we need some time. We just need some time. Same thing here, we just need some time. Same thing here. Alright, we don't have any... Yeah, we don't have any make me happy cards. We could also draft recruits. Recruit 2.5% of population. This is not worth it. No. Alright, but I do think that means some of these places that we were looking at growing, okay, you probably still need to grow, but like Greywater. You're just sitting neutral though. Yeah, we're gaining a few people here. With the GR units. Maybe, I don't know. I always have such horrific luck with those just getting themselves killed. Maybe we do need one here though. This is, we're gonna get out-tanked quite hard. You go up, you attack.
Let's go. Mission accomplished.
Okay, that's at least something. Yeah, let's look at that. Maybe it is time to drop a GR unit. It'd be a Vortex is a medium tank. It would be the Vortex, it's what we can afford. You know what? Do it. When else are we gonna drop one? You did not drop where I thought you were going to. What zone did it have selected? Alright, it went up here. Way up here. Alright, that's alright though. We will ship you. This is why we have trains. And we will ship you to, well, we'll ship you to here. You're going to be really low readiness. And we can attach you to the first light. Okay, so unit admin, change HQ. First light. There we go. got lucky in your game and you got 2 gargantuous GR tanks. See, I always seem to lose those like right away. Like it'll be a random like raider will like throw his like sticky bomb on it and blow it up like instantly. Okay, what other stratagems would we want to play? Well, no, Grand Convention. It's Grand Convention.
Understood.
People are getting too pissed off. Yeah, 10% happiness with everyone. Very needed. Also a little XP for some of our new leaders. Appreciated. Okay, I'm going to take my tea break here. We're over 2 hours already, and I haven't taken my break, so let me set that up here. If you haven't got up and got yourself a drink and a stretch, you should do the same. If you're not blocking ads and you get one, I appreciate the pennies, and I will be right back. There we go. I also see that my chat's moving really slow compared to that. Interesting. Okay, I will be right back, gentlemen. Oh, now let's make sure we're not muted. Okay, yeah, I'm exceedingly concerned. I'm exceedingly concerned. These are Rommel and Hummels. Yeah, it's still medium tanks. They're with howitzers at least, and not HV guns, but that's still not good. That is not good. We don't have good terrain here. I'm very concerned about that. Okay, we spent what we can spend. What do we add on VPs? Well, we're up to 25.7. However, I have a feeling we're going to start getting absolute smashed. He is touching blue now. Maybe they'll go to war. Hostile. Yeah, they're just never going to change. Okay, it is what it is. Go ahead and roll that turn. My little YouTube thing keeps getting behind on stream for some reason. Don't seem to be having any problems. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe my mediums will be good enough that we can rock those. Because if those don't answer that, I don't really have any other answers. And we just got absolutely trashed last turn. We really need that combat armor, and we really need those Gauss guns. Oh, that is not good. Those were like entrenched units of mine. Oh god. Okay. Oh, that almost could have been game over right there. Yeah, if he cuts this and this all stars, we're done. Like, that's game over. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. I honestly did not think he could even dislodge me from those mountains. So the fact that he's just absolutely spanking me all the way back to town is really bad. Yeah, I think I was right. I think all these troops were on his western border, and it just took him this long to get here. And now that he has arrived, we're in a lot of trouble. That is pain. Okay, tanks attacking my tanks. Okay, we're at least holding, but that doesn't mean it's going well. It's not about the IP, it's about the territory. I'll show you the area. Whatever those stupid little independent raiders keep cutting off the east, so adding it's not going to help. Killed 200, also 80 tanks. We lost 4,600. I got some bad news for you guys. We lost several leaders, educational methods, a sub-vocalizing tower. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, I missed who died there. The red shirt, Tommy Berg, was killed. And Cypher Gippard was killed. I got some really bad news for you guys. I think we may have just lost this war. Okay, we're gonna change up our order. We're gonna start doing the war front first. Okay, we did hold. Okay, we can hurt them. And my kill did go to one of my lights. Okay, that's something. I think we're gonna need to reinforce this. And he has a breakthrough on me. We're gonna pull back. I have nobody who can get to here. Okay, everyone's gonna have to oh, that doesn't solve it. Okay, that solves it, but we gave up our defensive position. Okay, this is what happened. The tanks arrived. All right, well, on the bright side, if you can call it such, we have our mediums here. And my mediums are at full power. Okay, and he absolutely destroyed my encirclement. All right, what is out here? This is the problem. So I was kind of sort of building that road, but I can't control it. I just cannot cover this territory with these amount of units. Yeah, I think there might still be something else out there. All right, can I raise something here? Basically, no. We can do an independent something, but that's not going to change it. All right, reinforcements. Let's get the cheap stuff first, which is buggies. Machine guns, 500. Light armor. Yeah, see, none of these are the problem. I just don't have enough dudes. 10 men, 800 out of the 4,400 we need. Yeah, if our mediums don't like get kills here, we're done. They're just killing me faster than I can even recruit. It's the tech gap. Those yeah, it's the Gauss rifles. They're just absolutely shredding me. And because we're not pinning their armor very well, they're being very successful in their attacks. They're not getting pinned or retreating or anything like that. Okay, anything we can change here? No. 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 Okay, you do get to continue building. Take a uni. And there's nowhere else that really gets to build anything, because all we care about right now is the units. I guess we could abandon this front. This is the railroad line, though. I'm just literally shifting the problem from one place to the other. Yellow has charge Gauss, and they also have jets. Wow. Yeah, Yellow got the absolute blessed start in this one, that's for sure. Okay, these tanks. Can we do something? These are still my lights. These are not the mediums. Okay, that's at least something. I don't think I want to abandon this, though. I have a feeling they're going to squeak through here and attack me. Okay, here, you are good to go. You are almost pinching off my road. That'd be cool. Okay, you are still building. Still building. Okay, you also need some people. I'm going to send the colonists as workers. I need you guys to stop making rebels, because that is really not helpful at the moment. Salaries for our leaders. No changes. Staff council, no changes. Minor worker strike in Nimfort. We will pay them off. Okay, we do not have very much money left. Where are we putting our... Who are we funding at the moment? It's Teat Big, where I'm putting most of my cash, and Silver City is second. All right, Teat Big, we gotta cut you off. All zone orders, okay. All right, we're gonna cut you down to like 25 credits.
Wilco.
And Silver City, the same. At least they spent it relatively wisely. Zone orders down 25.
Aye, aye, sir.
Anywhere else? Oh, that was Greywater. Silver City. Silver City. Oh, yeah, the gravy train is over. Down to 25.
Okie dokie.
Okay. And then if we could do it, I'll do a grand convention, which we cannot. Then I will do a efficiency drive.
Understood.
Successful skill roll, 3,200 credits. What about the recruit card? Maybe we could do it in the capital, maybe, and get the numbers. Maybe. Two fronts in trouble and Slice wants a raise. Yeah, it's very realistic. Yellow's offering top dollar. Man, the rebels are offering top dollar. All right. I hope my tea is done brewing because I need tea. I need tea desperately. Yellow's driving me to drink. Yeah, I think Yellow just got too far ahead with that early expansion. I don't think we did bad particularly. I think we played pretty decent at the beginning. But I think Yellow has us. I really do. If those mediums roll, maybe we'll be okay. Nope. Nope, we are not okay. We just got absolutely stomped out of there. And that was with, I think, 3 sets of mediums in the city itself. And that's going to cut the supply line. Now, I think... Oh, nope. We are basically fully cut. We have a little dirt road that's still getting something through. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I can reconnect this one. He didn't cut off the main road. I can... Okay, we're probably done. I don't think I can reconnect that. If these starve, we're done. I can't replace these. He'll just finish me off. We need to hold out at least one turn while I try to reconnect that. If we can't, we're probably done. I don't think we could have done anything different down here, though. I think we played this about as good as we could. If we could have stopped at the Green Valley, maybe. But the problem is we couldn't stop. We knew Yellow was that big. We had to attack Yellow. We couldn't wait for this to happen when all of his units arrived from the other side. God, if only we had parity with technology. I feel like we could have held that. We still have the goat path. Yeah, but I think you said that before our main railroad was cut. Okay. Marauders in Emerald, a recycling facility closes, egotism, Dragon Blue was killed, Governor of Green Valley Axe was killed, Conquest of Green Valley, we got an auto factory, Cards, will he take an overture? We could look. First, can we somehow... No, is the answer. Okay, we probably starve next turn. We are already starving. And he broke through... Okay, well, you guys are dead if you don't reconnect. So everybody here needs to attack, or you're dead. This is, again, my annoyance with the AI not having to play by the same rules. I have one turn without supply, and I'm like half dead. We surround a yellow unit for like 10 turns, and they're gonna be like, well, I'm starting to run low on ammo, guys. All right, we're at least not dead this turn. Okay, you need to make some kind of line. I am shocked how badly that battle went. Yeah, he actually rocked my tanks. All right, all of them too? I can't even move forward. Are you out of gas? Yep. They used up all their fuel. Guys, I got some bad news for you. All right, well, let's at least, all right, I can take some of my aggression out over here.
See you on me. Okie dokie.
It was one raider, literally one dude, causing all those problems. Yeah. I'm going to play the next turn, but that's GG. We're going to starve out. All of our offensive forces, barring, like, Mustard Stain, who was still fighting spiders. That quick? Could we have done something different? I don't think so. We don't really have another way to get down there. I guess, like I said, if we had stopped at Green Valley and got our supply lines fixed, maybe we could have done better, but I don't think we could stop. I think we made the right call to push on there. Because we were on a new advisor. You know what, Laura? You're in. Go for it, Laura. I'm not going to pay too much attention here because we are dead.
Yes,
No
sir.
changes there. I just want to roll one more turn. We'll pay them off. Marauders in Emerald City. Sure.
Roger that.
Critical success. Well, there you go. New commander. We don't have anybody. Yeah, let's roll that turn. I want to see what that's going to happen, but that's gonna kill us off. Yellow got to play SimCity. Well, Yellow got all that population. That's what killed it. I actually think we had a good start in this one. We took that second city, like, what, turn 20 or 30? Like, relatively early. Somewhere in there. And we took that other city not too long after that, like with our first tank unit. But then we had nothing else to conquer. And so we had to found, let's see. Well, we had to found a one city to get south. So that actually wasn't too bad to connect up to here. But every other direction we needed to found cities, and we couldn't just go one direction. We needed to expand in multiple ways. I still feel like we should have attacked blue somehow, but I just don't think it was feasible. We couldn't have beaten blue without tanks. Right when we got tanks was essentially when the war kicked off, for all intensive purposes. I do feel like I wish we could have killed blue, though. If I didn't have to have that many forces on blue's border, so we have like 4 units there. We could have probably held blue's territory with like 2 units, maybe 3. Hey, Beowulf, good to see you, man. Are we winning? No, actually, literally the opposite. This is probably our losing turn. Yellow's got heavy metal, all that thrashing. He's lost like 10k troops in the last, yeah. Just that humongous amount of population also let him get the bureaucracy, which let him get the technology, which got him all that ahead, because he's a pretty decent chunk ahead of us. He has Goss and he has combat armor done, and that probably means he has a little bit more tech, because he's had that since we started fighting. That's not new. He's had that since the beginning. Is Yellow at war with any other majors? Everyone but blue is dead. He's conquered the other majors. Did I conquer one of them? No. He conquered all of them, except for me and blue. We'll look at the map. That's why I wanted to play one more turn so we can look at the map here. Yeah, look what happened to my army. Evaporated. So I don't think we played it. I don't think we could have done it better, but the solution was we needed this to be guarded better. If this was our only railroad, we needed like 2 units on each side of that railroad. If I had been able to get that motorized when I wanted it, maybe that could have changed a little bit. No, let's click. There's our combat armor finally. Okay, so blue. I do want to do a little after action here, because if we had taken blue city, right? Where would I have ended up? I would have founded a city here, or I would have used that. I probably would have sat units somewhere over in here is what I could have done. So we could have gotten that city. That's what he conquered. And then that would have pushed us further. So we could have had like this territory. So like 1, 2, and we still would have probably needed 3 units to defend that. But then I wouldn't have had this blue problem right here. I could have defended that with what, well, actually, that would have been one of the units over there. So that's 1 unit worth of savings, 2 units, 3 units worth of savings. Yeah. That could have freed up some forces. The shrimpmen wouldn't have changed anything because those guys would have just marched forward to the new border. They would have been here, and then these guys would have been there. So that wouldn't have changed anything. I am going to say, I think my biggest takeaway from this one, actually, I think I've changed my mind on where I'm going to found cities. I love the idea of this mountain fortress. That was 4,000 metal to get that connected to my system. It's not worth it. So if I'm going to do mountain fortresses, they need to be in areas that are offshoots of the main railroad line that don't need a railroad. So like if I founded a city here, I could truck in the supplies and I wouldn't need to railroad them. That would be okay. I don't think I'm going to do mainline cities in mountains for sure, but I'm going to avoid hills too, I think. I don't think that would have changed anything. Or that didn't change anything in this game, but that's a lot, right? Like, that's 1 more set of tanks, maybe. I also think that we could have used more bureaucracy sooner. I think I was a little bit slow on getting that out, but on Tech 3, it takes time to get the power built up. Maybe we could have done a power plant sooner. When we got power plant, we didn't know about a lot of oil. In retrospect, we had a lot of oil. So we definitely could have done some more power plants. We also started off really unlucky with our metal. All the metal that we own now, like, look at this. It's just literally everywhere, just not in any territory I owned. Like in this area or in this area. It's all over here that I just took. Teep Big, which I had to settle. I don't even know what you'd consider this area. One of these 2 cities, but both of which I had to settle. And both of which were not even in the initial settlement. These are a second, like a tier 2 settlement out from the initial expansion. Yeah. Let me catch up on chat here. I'm interested in everyone's thoughts on it. Actually, hold on. Well, before we do that, let's finish looking. So, did we survive enough that I could fight another turn? No. No, they pretty much rolled up and rocked me. I guess one thing we could have done differently, we had a lot of unit customization points. In retrospect, I think I should have taken a motorized unit and added a gun to it. Like a non-self-propelled gun. Towed it up here. Maybe that could have held the open territory, but we also didn't know he had that many tanks. So again, in retrospect, we would have known that. Yeah, yep, we lost a whole bunch of people there. I'm catching up on chat here. One of the biggest early issues was not getting a bureaucratic office for about the first 50 turns. But could we have done it? Didn't we have no power? Now, you're asking me to remember something from like 2 weeks ago, but if I remember right, it was either metal or power, but we were very far behind on that. I agree. I think it might even be worth building bureaucratic office as your first building. It's kind of a greed choice, but there's a lot of payoff there. If you resign via secretary, oh yeah, good idea, Miles. We'll do it. I just don't want to do it yet because I want to be able to poke if somebody has a question or a comment. Teep Big stonks were strong. Teep Big was pretty strong. We still had 2 more rare metals, extra oil, and then these 2. I didn't even notice these when these popped up. What do you have? 43,000, 43,000. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. They're a little out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we could have got this. I might have even founded another city just to grab those. Radioactives. Yeah. Again, you don't know where it is until you find it. So not much you could have done differently there. You got to grow faster than a certain rate in the early game. Don't want to get rolled by mediums in the mid game. Metal was a big holdback, and it was. I'm pretty sure we were sucking every drop of metal we had, right? It was here, here, and here. because we didn't have a metal mine. We took you... Where was our first metal mine? It was this one. It was this one. And it was a really weak one that we played multiple peripheral minings on. I will say, making that go down to accessibility level 1, I don't think I would do that again either. I think 2's the minimum. Because this is a tier 3 mine, and we're only getting 174 metal per turn out of this. That is nothing. That is nothing. If this was like access level like 4 or 5, we should be getting 500 or 600 metal. Back here, we can look. What should we be getting? 750 metal. So we're getting like a fifth of the metal that we should be getting out of it. So in the long term, that would be fine if we had lots of mines hooked up, which we kind of do now, right? Like we're making 1700. We have a little bit more expansion of metal we could do. We could get a little bit more here. But I don't think I would do that again. I think level 2 is probably going to be my minimum. Unless we are just at the absolute scraping the barrel levels. Greed is good. Greed is good. Okay, let's actually resign via secretary. I've only done that once by mistake in single player. So we want our secretary. And Wobble's like, and where does that bring you? But back to me. Look at his face. Look at that smug face. All right, we're gonna call him, and we're gonna spend 3 PP to resign. Shocked to hear so, sir, but I prepared the paperwork. It's on your desk. Okay. Resign decision. I prepared the necessary documents for abdication, sir. Please reflect hard if you really want to make that decision. Wow, and some people are happy about it. Andrew, I can't believe you're happy I would think about resigning. Kerman's sad about it. Thanks, Kerman.
Copy
Yes.
that.
I'm happy. Joke gun. Okay, these literally don't matter. When we intern, it should take effect.
Order acknowledged.
Rocketry is another one, ironically. If we had had rocketry earlier, maybe we could have made a helicopter work or something. And maybe that could have done it for us, because we didn't see anti-air guns. That doesn't matter. Okay, and that should end it for us. Oh, I didn't see the picture, Shinosuke. I don't think your picture was on there. Okay, I believe what that's going to do is we should get the game over screen so we can see the world map, and we can watch the history. I would be really interested to see what Yellow did. If he had like a turn 10 conquer, that wouldn't surprise me. I do feel like at least this one is a good loss. I'm not disappointed like last season. Last season I was very disappointed. All right, we got some shuffling going on. We get absolutely blasted. Man, if only. Maybe we could have done something if I could have taken that. There's definitely a lesson to be learned about shaky logistics. It was a tough start for sure. I struggled through very fast. Yeah, so Miles, are you playing this map? Is anyone else playing it? I'm curious to how your maps have developed. If it's been kind of the same veins or what. I know sometimes maps can go drastically different. Like in season, I think it was 2. In season 2, the really short one where we got absolutely rolled by tanks in the early game. Somebody else, the AI that beat me in that game by just expanding normally, died. It just died randomly. And so their game didn't end on turn whatever it was. Yellow got ahead in tech, but the major to the east is very powerful. So the brown guy is still in it. Not played this one yet. Trying season 4. Oh, nice. How's your season 4 map going? Another one I was very disappointed in. The fact that one major surrounded me really sucked. if he hadn't surrounded me, I would have loved to play that one out. That was such a cool world. I also will say, I stand by my stance. I really, 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 really wish that one of the starting settings was start all majors with a metal mine, or at least a metal deposit. If you start on Tech 4, you get a mine. If you start on Tech 3, you're not even guaranteed to have metal in your zone. That feels very unbalanced. Like we've seen, last season and this season was defined by us not finding metal in our capital. Season 4 did not have Oceania. I believe it was season 2 did. The one where we lost to the tanks like instantly. You diploed all the farmers, incorporated all the closest. On which map, Dimones, man? Oh, you're talking season 4. Gotcha. Yeah, that... Again, in season 4, if we had known that was a Guardian, or if it wasn't a Guardian, we probably would have been okay. But I had to make the call before we knew what they were. We had no recon on their units, and we didn't know what their culture was. And I don't even think that you have to necessarily just make it Tech 3 gets a metal mine, but just give me a setting. Just give me a setting that I can turn on or off. That's what I would like. All right, are you going to give me my intern screen? We retired. Make me lose. Motorized heavy MGs. Well, there's our rocket engine finally. Yep, tech. Yep. You're not going to give me my end screen? You have resigned. You left Celestial Empire and went into the wasteland with a few loyal friends and bodyguards. Maybe you'll find fortune again. We're gonna Napoleon this one, boys. Oh, you're not gonna give me the end screen? Boo. Boo. I was hoping we'd get the end screen movie. I want to know how. I guess at least we get the map. Okay, so we know this was his capital down here. In fact, do I have just the whole map uncovered? Yeah. Okay, so we know. Are you Brightfort? No, you're Austin. Okay, this was his capital. So he had a city here and here and here. So he probably conquered this guy first, and then this guy, and then went east, or maybe he did go east first and then west, because we know when I kicked off this war with him, yeah, he took Brown. His front was like right here. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's call it 10. I'm not going to count Baines. He had 10 cities under his control. And they were like actual 100,000 plus cities. We had 3. Blue had 2. Brown had 4 or 5. I'm not going to bother to see if any of those were founded, but he was doing okay, and he did hold out some. And then there was another one. Where was he? He was over here too, that got wiped out. Yeah, so he absorbed 3 majors, and it was me and Blue that were left. Yeah, we just got out-popped. I feel like we just got out-popped. Even the metal thing we could have probably gotten past if we were in some kind of parity. Is this past 150? We are on turn 168, Wolf. No claims on my part, better game, had the foresight. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, like I said, foresight can definitely change things, right? Like if we had known certain things in this game, we definitely could have done them better. That's really fast for AI, yeah. I always seem to see like one AI seems to be like really, really good. Actually, can we tell which AI were you? You were also theocratic. The warlike ones are the ones who do really well. Like if you get a republic, they usually go really slow because they try to diplo people. Yeah, you were also theocratic. Yeah, Blue got screwed just by not having anybody near him. Like he tried his darndest to come take this, but I managed to nab that. But had blue taken this, we would have had to go to war, just like turn 10. There's no way I could not go to war for that. Another one was, had this worked a little differently, imagine if we had made the border right here, so we just had 3 units holding this and 1 unit holding this, instead of like the 6 or 7 units in the quagmire that we have. And I had to defend this because it's so close to my capital. So I don't know what I could have done differently. Maybe we should have gone to war, but if we had been in a long-term war with him, yellow would have just gotten the same things. That wouldn't have changed his game at all. The maps have the same seed? Yeah, if you got the map that I saved, it's literally the turn 1, so you should have the exact same thing. Yeah, there was nothing you could have done with blue. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we just got dealt a bad hand in this one. Like, another one would be, imagine if this wasn't our starting spot. Imagine if this was our starting spot. And how different this game would be. Of course, then again, I guess we wouldn't have had 2 seas to conquer. Okay, let's say, what if this had been our starting spot? So we could have taken this, and that, and the one that he took over here. This would have been a very powerful start. And we wouldn't have been sandwiched so close to blue. Could have been very different. But them's the breaks. That's okay. Like I said, I don't mind losing games, especially when we learn things. And as always, I think I learned several things this game, so pretty good there. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, well, that grossly changed my stream plans. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. So on Friday we have Dominions. We have Patala will be next. On Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to stream. I was kind of worried that we weren't going to finish this before I wanted to start Final Fantasy Tactics. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. I want to start Final Fantasy Tactics in basically 2 weeks when I'm off on vacation. So like right the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas, I'm off. So we may start Final Fantasy Tactics on Sunday, or I may choose something else that we can do for Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. But I don't want to start another big thing because I kind of want to try to burn through that relatively quickly. Kind of like what we did with Disco Elysium last year around Christmas. So I'm not 100% certain. So watch this space and watch Discord, and I'll hopefully figure out what I'm going to do. We may do something that we can play in rapid fire. Maybe we'll do like a Quasi-Morph stream, or I have a couple other things in the work that I wasn't ready. So I'm not 100% certain what we're going to do there. Anyways, GG. Yeah, GG, guys. It was a fun one no matter what. So I'm still pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, I'm going to, I guess, call it a little bit early tonight. Not that much, but I guess I have an extra free half an hour. If you enjoyed watching me get beaten up, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. That helps me a ton. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription here. That hard-fought battle. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks on a VOD or a video. Join me live for a super chat. Consider checking out the Patreon or becoming a member here on YouTube. That support is huge and helps me justify trying out different weird games like Quasi-Morph or a couple other things I have in the works that are coming down the tubes. And it's much appreciated. I wish Shadow Empires had more fair start, says Axe. Yeah, I do wish that, like, because I also put spread out on this one. And this is what we got, whereas yellow got a nice spread out start there. So anyways, all right, guys, take it easy. I will catch you guys on Friday for Dominions. If you didn't check out the Quasi-Morph video, people seem to be enjoying it, so check it out. There's a few episodes for members up already. Maybe check those out. And like I always say, you know, support the series you want to see more of, because that's how I make my decisions of what I'm going to cover. So, all right, that's it for me tonight. I will catch you guys in the next one. Babble out.